Hey, everybody. If you would do me a favor and give me an audio video check just because we are on the road in a completely different setup. So hopefully this works out well. What is this, says Jerome? It's great to see everybody. So, all right, perfect. Ed's got chat popped up there. We've got chat there. Just going to wait real quick and make sure you all can see and hear us fine. And then, okay, all good. Perfect. We're live. All good. Appreciate you all being here. So we will, of course, be taking your questions tonight. So if you'll type @FisherandFever in the chat, that'll highlight for me, especially since the screen is way back there. We've got Ed's phone here, so that'll help as well.
Which is Chattanooga Ed.
That is Chattanooga Ed. But we are in Dallas for Aquashella Dallas 2021. Been doing some setup, as you saw. We had my man Robert, Tennessee Aqua. If you're not familiar with him, check him out. Of course, Chattanooga Ed. And then Jesse from, of course, Carrie and Jesse, Science Gal Aquatics. We were all over there doing setup, getting ready for the event. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. We may even have a special guest coming through. Jowlers, Guppies, and Aquatics to see you guys tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be got a lot of really cool people here. Like the other events have been awesome, but this one I'm really excited for because there's so many people from the fish tube community that are going to be here. It's going to be a really fun time.
We're going to get to meet John Oliver.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That is so cool.
Can't wait.
James pointing the screen. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I will try not to get any closer to the screen. Hey, speaking of special people, there's a guy you all cannot see.
Yeah.
What's going on, buddy?
Just got to sit down and watch the show.
All right, absolutely. We've got a live audience now. So I've got to say, just to give you all a little sneak peek without actually getting into the pre-show and showing you all some things, the fish tube setup for this event is huge. It's massive. It's an awesome layout. It's going to flow a lot better. Anybody that saw the Chicago layout or went to Chicago knows that it got a little bit cramped up back in the fish tube area. That will not be the case this time, unless it's just sheer brute force of the audience, and that may be, a possibility because it's going to be a big event. But it's a really nice layout. I'm really looking forward to it. A lot of thought went into how it's planned out for the flow and the space. Let's see. Lumpy Dog says, careful waving hands in front of camera. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you all so much. I will try and keep my hands still. I very much communicate with my hands, which I'm sure you all are aware of. So I'm going to hide them under the table. That way I don't mess with the focus on that, because we've got the green screen working really well at the moment, and we'll leave it as is. Let's go on, T-Bone.
People are talking about foods to eat here. We haven't even eaten today. We've been running in circles. We ate at Buc-ee's. We had some beaver nuggets and some beef jerky.
Absolutely.
Really good.
I think we're going over to Denny's across the street when we get done with the live stream. So that will be nice. I did see that there are going to be some refreshments available and things inside the event for this one. For those of you that are coming that were wondering, anybody that went to Orlando knows that was not the case, and it got really expensive really quick if you wanted to eat while you were there. Chicago was better. They had some in-service things. So that looks like it's going to be the case here as well, where you can get some food in the event without having to walk or drive or pay ridiculous prices at a huge resort. Hello, Whipsworld. What's going on, buddy? Appreciate you being here. So yeah, we've got some all-stars going to be at this one. We've got some featured creators. Chattanooga Ed, my buddy here. Got people like John and Lisa from KG Tropicals. Of course, King of DIY is going to be here. Brett Raymer's going to be back. Science Gal Aquatics. This is why I hate to start naming people, because I'm going to leave people out, and then I look like a jerk. And I try to leave the looking like a jerk to John from KG because he does it so well.
But in real life, he's really nice.
He doesn't have to try at all. Absolutely. MSC Aquatics says that they need a Friday the 13th themed tank for the Halloween theme.
We talked about something like that. We'll see if anybody sets anything up, but we're not going to do it ourselves. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be fun. They're going to do a costume contest, and there's going to be two different groups. There's going to be children and adults. So if you guys are coming, come dressed up. There's some pretty cool prizes. what they're going to do is they're going to have everybody have a photo in front of like a special area near our booth. And they're going to, I don't know if they're going to put them all on a website or what, for maybe the masses to vote on it, but it's going to be pretty neat.
It is. It is. And they've got a lot of really cool decor set up for the Aquashelloween theme of it. So it's going to be fun. I've not looked in the blacklight glowing area just yet. They're still working on that.
It looks the same.
Does it?
From what I've seen.
Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. You'll have to come check it out.
It was still on the floor, so maybe they might add something.
Absolutely.
But I know from past talks, they aren't going to do like cobwebs and things like that.
Gotcha.
But maybe they'll do a crack.
Possibly. T-Bone's Fish has been a member for 13 months. Thank you so much, T-Bone. I appreciate the support. Says, hope you guys have a good time at Aquashella. I'm sure it's going to be a blast without even getting into the vendor aspect of it, which the layout is huge and amazing. And I'm sure there will be an awesome turnout just from the perspective of hanging out with other fish people, other fish tube creators, as well as participants and viewers. It's
You know,
gonna be
you just
fun.
want to hang out with me. Why don't you just say it?
Yes, yes. I just want to hang out with John from KG Tropicals.
With these people.
Would you want to jump in here?
I follow them all across the country.
Come on. I don't want to take your spot. It's your stream.
It's James.
Oh,
Forget it. I'll ruin his stream.
there we go.
Here
Absolutely.
I am.
Look at this guy.
Oh, wow, look, we're in a green screen without a green screen.
Yes, sir. We'll talk about that later. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to is talking tech with you.
Okay, I can do that. Wow. Hey,
There's your wife.
you forgot Primetime Aquatics, by the way.
Oh, yeah. And that's why I kind of stopped. I was like, Primetime is going to be there. So Aqua Pros. I'm trying to think of starting with all the featured creator things that we laid out earlier and then moving from there. And there's just so many names. It's going to be amazing.
Fishy Biz is going to be here
Is he?
Saturday.
Nice.
Greg Woodstock. Yep.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be in an event with him right now. But
Yeah,
my flight was delayed by 4 hours.
I'm
So,
sorry you missed that. I knew you were looking forward to that.
With Flip Aquatics, right? Sorry. I'm totally ruining your stream here. I don't know what I'm doing.
You're all good. I appreciate you swinging by and taking the walk over here. One thing I will say, anybody that's coming into town that's not gotten to their hotel yet, the event location is not directly connected to the hotel like you may be under the impression that it is. So be prepared to either do a small walk, it's not bad, or drive over there. Just a heads up, because I know we've got several people in here that are coming to the show. So if you expected it to be in-house at your hotel, it's not. You've got to do some walking down the road and under an underpass and things of that nature. Over the river and through the woods.
I didn't learn that until I walked to the front desk and I said, "Where's Aquashella?" And they said, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was no fault of Aquashella's, but I feel like the hotel that's connected to it could have done a little bit better job at disclosing, hey, we're not in the lobby, you know.
I'm sure they'll have that information by the weekend. I would hope.
Right, absolutely. It's going to be fun. I mean, I think we probably got, just from the creator side of it, twice the amount of creators that we've had at the past two.
I don't know. I mean, there's going to be a lot of channels show up that we are not aware are going to show up.
Right, absolutely.
From a featured creator standpoint, which I don't even know what that means,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's quite a few. It's going to be fun. I mean, it's going to be a good time. They always are.
Absolutely.
They haven't let us down yet.
See 503 in the chat. I know she's going to be here along with Jess from Mainstails Fur and Fins. She was at Orlando, but yeah, Orlando. Mrs.
Aquashella Rico stands this.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. This is my third one I'm going to, and I rarely ever leave the back corner of it talking to people or, the hotel lobby, depending. The Gaylord, it was pretty much just walk around and hang out. So that was fun. This is going to be a little bit different. Hey, Multi-Tank Addiction, I appreciate that.
He's going to be here too.
That's what I said. Yep, he is going to be here. I finally get to meet him. Haven't met him. Was supposed to last year, but of course.
Oh, I wonder why that didn't work out.
Yeah, something came up. Something minor came up.
I hope he shows up with a full goatee and blue hair.
Yeah, He just might. It might be my year to get imitated.
Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time he has impersonated somebody very awkwardly.
I did not get to witness that, sadly, but I did get to hear about it from several perspectives. So
I really enjoy picking on him for that because he thinks it bothered me. It didn't bother me. I think it's funny. Yeah. But yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I've had people ask, like, I'm going to go up and say, "Oh, you're Jason, and that's Joanna to you and Lisa." I'm like, they won't be upset. They get that a lot.
It's fun. We have a good time with it. Play that game. I mean, I outweigh him by 50 pounds. I don't know how people confuse us with it, but it's just bald heads, I guess.
Yeah, he's definitely in a lot better shape than we are. But Stephen P 2003 Aquatics. Been a member for 2 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Steven. So see y'all tomorrow. There's another one. Looking forward to meeting for the first time.
I have to interrupt your stream.
Go for it.
That man, even though I hate his name on YouTube, he created what is possibly the best fish keeping video ever on this platform that I think he released today. Did you see it?
I think if it's the one, I think it is.
The rap song?
Yes. We were listening to that.
I love it
upstairs.
so much. I love it. It's the best piece of content that's ever been made by a fish tuber. Sorry, Jadrin. Yours has been overtaken.
It has.
By Stephen P.
It has. And there's one part in there, blank the fish police. And that's all I'll give away. But I highly recommend you all check that out. It is a very enjoyable video and very well put together.
Don't be offended by foul language. He does use the harsh words, but that's what makes it funny.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to get scrolling back through the chat real quick here. Again, thank you, Chris Multi-Tank Addiction, for the $1 super sticker. Looking forward to getting to meet you, brother. We will see you soon. All right, there we go. So, well, I guess I can talk about it. The Friday night thing that we've got going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to that. It is going to be, and you could probably speak to it better since I am not on the board and you've been a part of planning that.
I don't know that we can. We don't really know a whole lot about it. It's just supposed to be an event for the YouTubers. All YouTubers, not like, you don't have to meet any kind of criteria or anything like that. And apparently there's going to be a panel of which I might be a part of. I don't know. I'm happy to do it if they want me to. And that's my favorite thing to do is talk about YouTube stuff. So I'm ready for it. I think it'd be fun.
Absolutely. A lot of collaboration opportunity going to be going on there. So really looking forward to that because that's not just talking about fish, but talking about YouTube, talking about the gear, talk
about fish all day long. It's nice to talk about YouTube.
It really is. It is. So I'm really looking forward to that and meeting the faces I haven't met before. It's great seeing people like you, people that we have met, but being able to put a face to some of the names. Because there are some creators that they don't ever show their face. So even if they do videos, you still might not know what they look like.
Those are the ones that I would refer to as the smart ones.
Yes, absolutely. Not putting yourself out there.
Foo the Flower Horn is a genius at that.
Yeah. We can't all be Foo the Flower Horn, but God knows, wish we could be. But it is Bobby, you care if I ask you a couple of questions? Robert, sorry, I'm still Robert, Tennessee Aqua. I'm going to blame Ed for that. He got me started on Bobby, and I still haven't fixed it.
That's Bob.
Yeah. There we go. So this is not my first rodeo, not our first rodeos for the other three of us, but this is your first Aquashella.
Absolutely.
So coming into this from a new person, a new attendee's perspective, what are some of the things that you were looking forward to? Some of the things you hope to see here?
Well, for one, I am super excited, and I'm just really extremely excited to meet each and every person that I talk to, each day in chat who's actually coming, and also getting to meet the YouTubers such as John, Jason, Joanna.
How you doing?
It's
nice to meet you. Good job introducing us.
I was waiting for him to finish, and I was going to lean forward so y'all could shake hands. Yeah.
And I just be honest with you. So far, I can already tell it's going to be really fun. And with all the people I got to meet, I honestly didn't think that I would ever have a chance to be face with them at an event like this. So, I mean, I highly recommend anyone who has never been to one. If you ever get the chance, yes, you really need to look into coming to an event like this. And I'm just thankful, that I got buddies such as Ed and James,
And John now.
and also John now. And I mean, I'm just, honestly, I just never would have guessed I would be a part of something like this. I couldn't be any more grateful.
Well, that's one of the great things about this community, not just from the viewer perspective, but also from the creator side of it, is it's a very open and welcome community. There are a lot of different parts of YouTube where there's that dreaded subscriber number. And if you don't hit that criteria, you don't count as a person. And that's not the case, because it's from all aspects a wonderful community. FishTube, the fish fam, the aquarium hobby for the most part. So we're glad to have you along. We love it. The more people, the merrier, because that's how we grow the hobby and how we keep people fish keeping.
That's what I like to do.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
That's
That's
exactly
copyrighted. Don't you steal.
I know you do. I was mad at that.
Did I just speak improperly? Copyrighted? Is that the right way to say it?
Copywritten?
Copywritten. I have that
I think it's
copywritten. I will
copywritten.
send you a notice in the mail.
Well, no, see, I have it copywritten. You have it copyrighted. So-
Whatever it is. I'm getting money out of you. That's all I know.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Hey, do you want to take your spot back, man? This is your gig here. I feel bad. I'm not saying anything. Just sitting here like a jerk.
What's going on? Master Aquatics, just call me Eduardo. Good to see you in here. I imagine that is Eduardo Antonio Oringo Costa has changed his name, if I had to guess.
Oh, well, then I'll never recognize him now.
Absolutely.
What's the new name?
Master Aquatics, just call me Eduardo. So
It'll be the all caps that'll cue me in on it. He's one of those all caps people.
absolutely. Whips World with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. Says, give everyone a group gorilla hug for me, especially that little guy next to you, James. Will do, definitely. Which,
I mean, that's the smallest guy in the
I'm
room.
the little guy in this group now. I'm liking this setup. Now I get to be the little guy for a minute.
How dare you? I'm offended.
How dare you? Don't get me started on that one.
I'm really in a bad mood. I'm supposed to be hanging out with Phil Robertson right now.
Dude, I know. I wasn't going to bring it up, but I know when you messaged me about like 2 of my flights delayed, I'm like, I know he is not a happy camper.
When we got that message, my first words were, "No, Phil." I was so sad. But, I mean, what are you going to do? It's nobody's fault.
Yeah.
It was the wind. The wind is what delayed the flights.
Oh, it was worse driving. I thought I was gonna die. I really thought I was gonna die.
It was a little shaky coming in to Dallas. When they were coming in for a landing, it was a little squirrely, but I mean, did fine.
Absolutely.
Jadron said it was very rare for it to be that windy.
Of course, on the day I'm flying into Aquashella.
We actually were out outside of the event earlier, and one of the vendors just about lost both of his fenders off of his trailer from the wind. Like he had to send somebody to the hardware store so that he could get bolts and nuts and all that good stuff to reattach it before they leave town because the wind was so furious. Eduardo says Robert is starstruck. That is so genuine about him. Gotta love him. Absolutely. Tennessee Aqua, if you don't know him, go check him out. He's an awesome guy. He really is.
A great guy.
He's part of the Tennessee Fish Mafia, one of our local buddies. So it's great that he was able to come along with us.
And they're going to be building a Buc-ee's near him, and it's going to be the world's biggest Buc-ee's near Dollywood.
Yeah, the way that they pay out, I don't know if you've ever been to a Buc-ee's before, but they've got a big billboard on the front. They pay really, really well per hour. So I may have to.
I have a job.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like it's looking pretty tempting there, and pick up a part-time job there and hit extra events during the year.
And it would be awesome if I could get a discount on Bucky nuggets
Absolutely.
or beaver nuggets.
Yeah.
They don't have those in Virginia.
Well, they're building the first 3 in Tennessee.
Yep.
And they have 2 in Georgia and like 2 in Florida.
That's it. I thought there was a whole bunch of them in way south.
They're moving.
Okay.
They'll be there will be a Buc-ee's near you someday.
Liquid Zoo OnlyFans been a member for 3 months. Thank you. I appreciate you, buddy. I really, really do. Since that's a great tagline, James. Keep people fish keeping from James.
You can use that one because that's not what I do.
Absolutely.
Keep fish keepers fish keeping. That's what I do. So you can have that one. It sounds good. You should use that. And
Definitely.
use links to my site when you do that.
Nice.
I almost
There you
was
go.
killed yesterday, John, as we were driving a U-Haul car through a lug nut, through my bug guard on the side of my car.
Oh,
And if my bug guard wasn't there, it would have went right through my window.
oh, that's terrifying. You should have told me
It
that.
sounded like a bullet.
Yeah, if you ever wanted to see 3 grown men flinch like little girls, that was the time, because it happened and all of us just were like, well, I'm hit, and we dropped.
I'm going to be honest. I don't care if I'm right next to a state trooper. If I'm sandwiched between a trooper and a semi truck, I'm flooring it or I'll slam on the brake because I will not be beside trucks. I'm terrified of the tire blowout or whatever. I've seen that happen. It scares me to death. I'm a big baby. What do you want from me?
I'm the same way. Paul Stera says, James, what is Ed going to make for Aquashella?
You know what? It was a plan. I was going to show you guys how to make this awesome, cool thing tonight with skeletons. And all the skeletons from Texas to Tennessee are sold out everywhere. I don't think they ever came over this year.
Yep.
There was no skeletons. I just needed a baby skeleton head.
Wow.
And I brought the heat gun. I brought the paint. I brought everything. All I needed was the head. And I didn't find it. The skull. I'll say it like that.
Yeah, I really don't think they got anything since last year.
Yeah.
That we were looking at.
Oh, yeah. The costumes also were nothing. No superheroes. That just means they were all bought last year. Crazy.
I put my own costume together. What are you all dressing up as on Sunday?
I normally keep
Ed
that as a
doesn't
surprise.
reveal.
But I made mine
Okay,
too.
that's fine. I've made it well known what mine is. If you don't know, I'm not telling you. You'll just have to see it on Sunday.
Yeah, you'll
Well-
just have to wait and see.
I could practice.
No, don't do that. It's fine. Don't do that. I didn't know you had this big secret thing about it. That's fine.
It's not really a big secret.
I'm actually looking forward to the surprise. That'll be good.
Absolutely. Melvin Reef, good to see you. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Zen Ginger, thank you for dropping the link for keepfishkeeping.com. I feel like I've met the guy that runs that site.
He can be a jerk,
He can be.
but he's a good guy.
He is. He's an overall good guy. I do want to let everybody know that we are not going to be doing the crafted show immediately after this, as we normally would be doing on Thursday nights. But Rico Stan will be moving up to follow us immediately after this. So kind of a little bit of a change up, but per usual, when we're traveling, things kind of float around. Again, sorry this wasn't posted a little bit earlier, but we were kind of not sure what time we were going to go live. But heck, here we are, right?
We haven't
I take
even ate
responsibility
today.
for that.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I walked through the event, and there's hardly anybody in there now. I walked back to the YouTube booth, and then I walked over to the stage and was talking to people. And then Lisa was like, "So, are you going to stream?" And I'm like, "Oh, it was 7:15, which is 8:15 and I was like, oh no." And there was just no way to scramble to get it done. So
What do you think of the booth?
it's massive.
No.
It's huge. I love it.
Were you surprised when I was saying it looked way bigger than what we planned?
It definitely did. And that I thanked George because I was like, man, y'all did us right. Not that they did us wrong in the other ones, but this one is massive. I love the seating in front of the stage. I think that is perfect. Hopefully they're not empty all the time. I mean, because I kind of think that might have been my idea. I don't know.
I don't know, but I like it.
I
I think it was a great idea. But we do have one thing: is they were testing the mic on the other side, so we might get some feedback.
The mic on the main stage.
Main stage, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but they put those walls up usually. Maybe they don't have those
I
walls.
think
I
it's
don't
just
know.
going to be cloth.
Okay.
We'll
Well,
see what happens. It'll be fun. We will figure it out.
My whole thing was I've always wanted the streams at these events to be interacting with the people that are right there.
Absolutely.
And we've never really had it set up to do that. And so this one is absolutely perfect for that. And I'm looking forward to it, which is why it's going to be real disappointing if there's nobody there. There'll be people at the event, but if there's not going to be anybody there participating with the stream, that's going to be a drag. But
Well, I think it'll be a good show out, and I have faith in you to be able to set the mics and things up to where you don't get all that pickup from the other side of the room.
oh yeah.
At least the live feed will be good, right? There may be some echo though.
There could be, but they got good microphones. They got the Shure microphones. They're good. There's not going to be any echo in there.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I don't think they want me anywhere near that stuff.
This guy Whipsworld, who's like 6'14" tall, says we're all little guys. So
To him, everybody is.
yeah,
Except for
absolutely.
Shaquille.
All right. Scary Terry, how's it going? Says, what up, fish friends? It's cool to see John on your channel. Absolutely. He's been on before. I mean, this guy came on.
I don't get asked to come
Years
on anymore.
ago.
I mean, nobody asks me anymore.
Mm.
So.
It was awesome.
Yeah, he's been on it
We had
way
Bob
back at the beginning.
and John at the same time once.
For 4 hours.
That
Or
was-
was it even longer
I
than
think it was
that?
almost
Well, I think we ended up
6.
talking
Yeah.
forever afterwards too. It was a good
It
time.
was.
Those are my favorite ones to do.
Yeah.
Where there's no agenda, it's just, hey, whatever we're going to talk about, that's what we're going to talk about. That's what I'm good at.
Yeah. And it was one of those conversations you have with friends where it's like, all right, I'm going to go now. And then somebody says something and it just sparks it all back up again.
I think Bob was saying he needed to get off of there for about 2.5 hours.
He was. But you are always welcome on my channel when you're available. The biggest reason I haven't had you back on is because now I'm back to you. So it's like,
It is.
hey,
tough.
John, you just streamed an hour and a half on yours. Do you want to come jump on mine? And I know when you get done with yours, you're ready to kind of unwind and get out of the streaming mindset.
It is tough. And that is the hard part, is doing that. And I was just
Oh, I know.
busting your chops. I mean,
Well, I mean, nobody really wants to look at you for 2.5 hours anyways.
I know. I don't know why they would. I mean, geez, I can't even stand to look at me for that long.
Well, there's like an adrenaline from your stream. And then when you go to another one, then you kind of have a dump sometimes and you get real tired.
Yes.
And I always take a nap before the streams. Or I try to. I didn't today, but I try to always take a nap beforehand.
I just completely zone out after the streams. I mean, for a good half an hour. I don't know why it is. I mean, it does take a lot out of you, especially when you're the host of the stream. Maybe not him because he just sits here, but
Yeah, I don't do anything.
when I'm hosting, it wears me out. I don't know why. I mean, we're sitting there, but it wears me out, and everybody knows, just get out of the room and leave me alone for a good solid half hour.
Absolutely. So Paul Sotero says Ed's changing his beard color. I think it's just the different lighting.
You know what? We can't see me up there because the chat's in front of me. So I have no idea.
Well, we can take a look. We're on one monitor this week. It does look different with this setup.
Yeah.
Different camera, different light than he's normally around.
What is the software you're using that has the green screen deal on
It
it?
is NVIDIA broadcast software.
Huh.
It's actually the company that does the GPU. They have their own software. So I'm running my mic and my camera through that, so I can clear up background noise and make all the adjustments there, and then pull it into this or OBS. And I thought you'd want to talk about that some more
That is
over the weekend.
fascinating. Because, I mean, it does a really good job.
It does, and it's doing it all digitally on its own little setup.
And look, it's like green.
Yeah.
Can't wait. You can't see the green can behind you guys.
Oh, that's bizarre.
That's wild.
Whoa, Ed, you're disappearing. That is
Yeah.
creepy.
It's the Halloween man.
Yeah, that's
It is.
wild.
The ghost of Ed's past. Jin Yu, I appreciate the question. Says, hey guys, sorry if this has been asked already, but how can I get a Fish Room Fever shirt? You can check out Teespring, and I will get the link dropped if a mod hasn't already, which the mods are amazing, and I appreciate you all. So I would say they probably already have by the time I'm answering this. But you can go on Teespring and you can grab one there, and I appreciate the interest. I really, really do. Stuff like that goes to help out with the channel, so and the cool tech, so I can keep John mesmerized.
We also have Chattanooga Ed channel.
We
There are
do.
t-shirts there.
Yeah, we've got Chattanooga
Same.
Ed t-shirts.
And mugs.
I would say my favorite's the coffee cup. It's got both of our logos on it. I always use the Ed side of it because it's cooler. But you know,
I do too, because I think it's cooler too.
Everything about Ed is cool. We all know that. I knew I was at the right place because I saw the Kansas City Chief sticker on the car.
Yep.
I was like,
Absolutely.
that's the one.
I have a fish license plate too.
All
Well,
right.
boys, I think I'm going to get out of here because
I appreciate you coming over.
it was a
making
blast. It was fun.
Sorry.
I enjoyed it, and we'll be doing more of this
Oh, yeah.
throughout the weekend. I want to give him his spot back. He has the opportunity to be on a superstars channel like this. I don't want to take that opportunity away from him.
Technically, it's
It was
not
very
the
nice meeting you.
Superstars, it's-
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other this weekend. Yeah, I'm going to go now and probably die. So
Absolutely.
take another 1,000 steps.
Thanks, John.
Again, thank you.
You too.
Looking forward to hanging out some more.
We're done, and maybe I'll answer.
We'll do. We'll do.
I think we're gonna go next door to Denny's.
I mean, I think we're the only ones here. Jason and Rob, when they're done with their event.
As you're headed out, I'm being told by Eduardo to mention to John that I received my lavender female beta today in perfect condition. And yes, I use caps a lot.
Very
Nice. I love to hear that. That's good. I hope he enjoys him or her.
Thank you again, my friend.
Good night, buddy.
All right. Sorry, the chat jumped around on me. I did miss that earlier, but I came back to it. Eduardo. Let me get down here. IHSPS's Tech Tribe $1.50 super sticker. Sorry about the clap right under the mic. But thank you so much for that with the red hearts on there. Appreciate it. I'm trying to keep my hands off the screen while I'm getting to the chat here leaning. Yeah, the green screen erasing it. It's fun to play with stuff like that. It really, really is. It just made me bust out laughing at my dog Halloween edition as he is disappearing. Yeah, we were, I kept making Robert disappear before we started as he was sitting over here. All right. So if you all have any questions about the event, and I do want to say we've got 87 people watching. Appreciate that so much. If you haven't already, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. If you know somebody that may want to come and enjoy this and get some pre-show talk, share it over to them. But I do want to let you all know, for anybody that is coming that has not purchased tickets yet, the day of Aquashella opening morning, I will be giving away 2 VIP wristbands in person, and you will find out how to get entered to win there. So just a heads up, if you're in the neighborhood, maybe you weren't planning on going, got a chance to win a couple of VIP wristbands so you can get in early and get in both days. Eduardo says, thank you, James. Tell us, Robert, you were telling us about the YouTuber creators that you'll be seeing this weekend.
Do you know, is Big Tank Hank going to be here?
I don't know.
I hope he is. I'd love to meet Big Tank Hank.
I mean, there's so many who's going to be there that it's going to be hard to name each and every one of them. But today I did get to meet John, of course, from KG Tropicals, and also Carrie, and also her husband Jesse from Science Gal Aquatics.
Yep, Science Gal Aquatics.
And then we got to meet Joe from Joe's Shrimp Shack, and then let's see here, Jadderin, Papa Shrimp.
Yep.
And I believe we saw Jay Wilson. Each and every one of y'all would know who each and every one of these people are. So yeah, I mean, so far I've got to see some pretty big people in the hobby, and there's plenty more to come with the next couple of days.
Absolutely. And that's one of the great things about going to these events multiple times is you get that familiarity with everybody. So you're just kind of walking around, days like today, the pre-setup, and it's just like, oh, hey, good to see you again. Hey, how's it going? Hey, I remember you. Where was I? Stephen P 2003 Aquatic says, how long of a walk is it from the hotel? So we're at the Best Western, which is a little bit further. It's immediately next to the event hotel. It is 0.5 miles from the door of the Best Western over there to the event hall.
I'd say 4 to 5 blocks.
Yeah, something like that. And then
all sidewalks.
Yeah, there's sidewalks all the way through, and they've got crossing buttons and all that stuff. So it's not a bad walk. It's really, really not. It's just a couple minutes. Of course, if you're at the event hotel, then it's a little bit closer, but not even a whole lot. Maybe a minute closer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's probably not even that much by the time that you get to the sidewalk from the event hotels.
Yeah, it's actually the event hotel's way back.
Yeah.
So basically, it might be the same distance. We have to walk by the event's parking garage. Is all basically the distance difference.
Yeah.
They have a 1 block parking garage that we walk by.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's really not. I just wanted people to be aware of it because we definitely, as with pretty much everybody we've spoken to, we're definitely under the impression that it was not set up the way that it is. So just wanted to give a heads up on that.
Everyone.
Yeah, Fishaholic says, wait, I thought you were saving one for me, but if I was supposed to, I didn't know about it, but shoot me a message on Facebook if that is the case. Genius says, just ordered a t-shirt. Yay. Yay. Thank you. Seriously, that means so much to me. I really hope you enjoy it. And I'm curious which one you got, which I can go look on the back end, but I really do appreciate that. Mrs. Fever has put in a lot of work on the backside, creating a lot of those different designs and things. So we try and put something on there for everybody, from some people just want the logo to they like plecos to they like cichlids to, some things that are maybe a little bit more John's taste of some not profane things, but play of word things on there. There's some fun stuff on there for everybody. Daniken Aquatics, Kenny, what's going on, brother? $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Not necessary, Kenny, but thank you so much. Always in here supporting. I love you for that, brother. Says, wish I was there to get the party started. Absolutely. It's time to get the party started. It is 8:22 our time. This time.
Lucas will be here.
Yeah.
LRB, and I think Haley's going to be here.
Shy Guy Miss Fever says that Frontosa was all me. Yes, that Frontosa design was all her. Let's see. Aquashella has, and this is Eduardo says, Aquashella has the map of the location on their site. It is very close, minutes away from the convention center. Yeah, it's not a long distance, but if you've been to these conventions previously, typically the hotel is directly connected to,
and there's not a highway.
Yeah, the expo center is not on the other side of an interstate, so that's definitely something that's different. You don't have an interstate dividing your hotel from the expo or convention center, however you'd like to phrase that.
Yeah, I don't think I realized there was a highway in between.
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah, no, it was kind of funny because we did a little back and forth. I'm like looking down the road going, Google says it's on the other side of that overpass there. And it's like, no, it's not. I looked at the map 20 times and I'm like, I believe you, Ed. I'm just telling you, Google's telling me differently.
I would have looked for hotels on the other side of the interstate if I knew it was over there. Because being next to the main hotel means nothing.
Yeah, it really doesn't. So usually people try and stay in the event hotel because that's where a lot of people congregate. And there's a lot of after the show talking and hanging out and just doing fun stuff, the thing that most of us are here for anyways. So that makes it a little bit different when you can't be at the expo or convention center and the hotel at the same time. It's going to divide people up, and it's not like, oh, I can just go downstairs and help so-and-so with their booth and then come right back to my room. It's like, well, am I going to walk or drive over there and then walk or drive back? And I did see Rack in here. Bird Garden, again, congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. I don't know exactly where it went to. Rack was asking if this came from a Bag of Beach, which is still exclusively available on the fishermanfever.com website, which I do need to do some work on, so that I lost my website administrator. This particular one was not, but there are definitely plenty of really cool shark's teeth in those Bag of Beach, which is a bird garden project. Cool. Yeah, we did a live stream, beach combing from home, and that was fun. I encourage you to watch that, and if you're interested, go check those out on the webpage. Let me go through here and get back to here. Alex, Secret History Living in Your Aquarium with the $6 super chat. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Says just to beat Kenny. He's throwing the $6 one out there. Well, you beat him. You beat Daniken Aquatics. So there you go. Where is it? Chris Robertson says you need a Fisherman Fever sticker on that tank, or stick on tank thermometer. Sorry. The chat's a little far out.
This hotel has a fish tank.
It does. This hotel has a fish tank in the lobby. I don't know how I could work something like that out, but I am always looking to expand the merchandise options. Whips World is asking, how do I not know about Fish Room Fever merch? Where do I go find it? Doing what I can to spread the word. So I will get the Teespring link in here if it has not been dropped already by one of the moderators, which I'm sure that
This is one of the shirts.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite shirts with all these plecos.
We've got the pleco options, and then we've got
it seems like
we're logos.
Yeah, it really looks like we're doing an ad for you.
It does. I'm not trying to, but I'm just going with what the chat's asking. You got to give the people what they want. Thank you, Robert, for the showing there. I need to get in better shape so I can model these things a little bit better here.
And Robert will sell his shirt
Yeah.
to anybody who's willing to pay him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let me get back on there. But Chris Robertson, that is a good idea, and I'll see what I can do about that. Always looking to expand. Mr. Fish, sir, how's it going? Brad, good to see you with the dollar super sticker with the sunglasses, smiley face. I appreciate you, buddy. It's been a while since we've gotten to see you, so hopefully we'll get to hang out with you again in the near future.
Yeah, I was thinking about Brad on the way down to Miami last week, and I was going to say hi to him, and then it kind of was like a whirlwind of just running in circles, and I never got a chance to text him and say hi. So glad he's here to say hi.
Absolutely. Edwin's asking, hi guys, I'm 2 minutes behind real time live. What's the name of the channel for Tennessee Aquatics? So if you're looking for this guy's channel, it is TN, as in the state abbreviation for Tennessee, Aqua, TN Aqua. This guy right here, the secret history says, hey Robert, looking good.
Hey, thanks, guys.
All right, let me get back in here.
And I won't be doing a live stream. We're going to go to Rico after, but I will be doing a live stream. Rico and I do a pretty cool one. We go an hour before the start of Aquashella, and I go around to all the booths before the crowd hits on Saturday morning. I'm going to guess, I guess it's going to be 8 Central, or is it 9 Central? 9 Central? Normally it's 9 o'clock because
So
I think the show starts
Central.
at 10.
Or wait, hold
It's very confusing, guys. Just look for me on Saturday. And I think Rico and I do a really good stream because he is able to keep up with any of your guys' questions, and I can ask the vendors. I don't think anybody else does that. So it's kind of cool.
It is.
Yes.
It really, really is. It's an awesome stream, and it gives you some, I guess you could call it behind the scenes. Like you said, it's something that nobody else is doing. So it gets you a more in-depth experience, I guess is a good way to put it. A more immersive experience.
I don't know if we'll be doing a 2-day one because I'll be in costume the next day, and it's going to be virtually impossible to walk around.
Well, I may do the day too then if you're not doing one.
Oh,
there you go.
I would like that.
I would never step on your toes, but if you're not going to do it, hey, why not, right?
You know, I will say, you know, like when I was seeing with the live streams, you know, that y'all was doing at Aquashella, I mean, that's actually really good to do, you know, especially for people who's not able to be there in person, because basically it's like they are there, you know, and I mean, those are just good to do for the fish family in a whole. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
you can't beat it.
And that's one thing that we've always tried to take into perspective is how can we kind of immerse the at-home audience, try and make it feel like you are kind of there. Because before I got to go to them, I would always do that. Anytime I would see a live stream pop up from one, I would be like, hey, I want to see what's going on. And even though you may have several different people do it, you always get a different perspective.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really fun to see, you know, especially because we have different interests. So some people may, you know, gravitate more towards the booths that have like livestock, and somebody else may go more towards the booth that has the hardscapes and the equipment and things like that. So it's really enjoyable to see all the different perspectives, even as somebody being here, seeing what other creators see, you know, kind of looking through their eyes, along with sharing it with you all on the Fish Room Fever channel.
Oh, and James and I will be going live on the Aquashella channel at 6 o'clock Central on Saturday, and we didn't know we had a subject, but we do. So the subject will be summer tubbing.
Yep.
But
And fish breeding.
we're going to add a little more stuff to it because we kind of had an idea to do something too.
Yeah, we're going to put a fun twist on our live stream that I haven't seen anybody else do on the Aquashella live streams. So that's going to be enjoyable. Scuba Steve was saying, sneak me in early. I'll film for you. Hey, send me a message. We'll talk. We may put you to work, especially if this guy's helping Ed with what he's got going on.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Very roll through here. And I did see, I will say, members, I did post to you all asking if any of you needed tickets before I decided I was just going to offer them up to give away the day of. Not that I'm plugging memberships, but that was something I was like, does anybody need tickets, VIP wristbands? So
Butch Aquatics, thank you very much. And everyone else for all the kind comments. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Dan says, snap, Robert, you're paying attention to the chat. Absolutely.
I can't even see it.
I can barely see it. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Fantastic Freaks, what is going on, Austin? $10 super chat. My man's killing it there. Thank you so much for the support, as always, buddy. The Puffer King says, listening while watching Packers. Good luck to you, my friend. Here's some fish money. Can't wait to see the Aquashella clips. There's going to be a lot going on in terms of Aquashella clips. I know not just for myself, but I know you'll do a bunch of stuff. T and Aqua, I'm sure we'll get some video as well.
Absolutely.
And like I said, even though it's the same event, we all have different perspectives and we all have different ways of showing and sharing those perspectives. So it's fun. Even if all three of us went and filmed the same booth, you still wouldn't get the same video. So it's nice to check out everybody's stuff and go, oh, I watched Fish from Fevers. I watched James's video, but he didn't really focus on that betta tank over there. And then, T and Aqua Robert, he really got, in depth with that and talked. So check them all out. See what's going on. I really encourage it. I think you'll enjoy it. And for the people that can't get here, it just makes it that much more immersive for you. Ricky De Hoyos, my buddy, what's up with the $20 super chat? Thank you so much. I don't have any kind of party stuff going on, and I don't think the hotel wants us making too much noise. We're actually in the hotel dining area. I'll show you all. It'll give you a sneak peek of what we're actually sitting in front of. You ready? Here we go. We made it mad. We're not going to show you. We made it mad. It doesn't want you to see what's really going on.
We're muted?
We were muted. The secret behind the green screen cannot be revealed.
Free video.
Yes, definitely. So I guess you can't see. The YouTube gods have spoken. Now I got to get my chat back. That's what I'm looking for now. I also made the mistake of upgrading to Windows 11 last night. Not that upgrading was a mistake, but doing it and then not having touched the computer after doing an upgrade. Kind of I'm like, where's the button that's supposed to be right there? It's gone. It's gone. All right, here we go. Right back at it. Ricky De Hoyos, again, $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Says, here's $20 so that Chattanooga Ed doesn't get boiled wings this time around. Yeah, we don't want you to eat boiled chicken wings again.
Oh,
we've had at least 2 bad chicken wing experiences that I know of during our travels. So
yes.
let's avoid the chicken wings. And again,
you know what? When I was in Miami, I was offered free wings and I didn't take it.
He's like, nope, I'm not doing it.
I had Cuban food and I loved it.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I don't think he meant to do that. No, it wouldn't let me. Yeah, they said, nope, you're not showing. And James tubbing stream for Aquashella. Thank you, Slack Pet, for posting that link. Do me a favor, you guys. Set a reminder if you click on that and share that out, because one of the things that I try and do, as you all know, and I hope you know, is I always try and bring value. So from my perspective as somebody that's being welcomed and invited to the show as a creator, without them looking at channel sizes and things like that, is I want to bring value back to them. So the better we can do on our live stream that we're doing on the Aquashella channel, the more people we can get over there to support the Aquashella YouTube channel, the better it makes me feel. The more I feel like I have, I guess you could call it earned, or I've given the value to be deserving of coming and, doing the thing and being invited in.
Well, and it really stinks if we're the lowest viewed channel.
It does. It really stinks. Like, look, everybody else's live stream did great, but Ed and James and Robert, if Robert's going to be on there with us, theirs did horrible. So we won't have them live stream at the next event. We'll get somebody else. So if you want to continue to see us making content on there as well when we come to the shows, that's a great way to show Aquashella that they need to keep us a part of that, right?
Yep, absolutely. And that's why James and I work really well, because he goes for value, and I just go for, I don't know,
comedic relief.
I show up.
Yeah, you're the cool, nice, funny guy.
I'm the nice guy.
Absolutely. Texas Fisherman, been a member for 11 months. Appreciate that support. So close to that 1-year membership. That is awesome. And thank you. Says back to packing for Aquashella. See y'all tomorrow. Definitely looking forward to it, Texas. So many cool people I'm going to get to meet. And again, I'm sorry people's names that I've left out. There are so many of you, and it's been a long day and a half, 2 days of hecticness. So
driving,
yeah,
in storms and wind and lug nuts.
Jimmy P's Aquariums. What's going on, Jimmy P? Says,
Jimmy.
Robert, you look like a kid in the candy store. I'm happy for you being there, my friend. Absolutely. This guy, it's fun being able to share the experience of him going to his first show, especially from the perspective of not just an attendee, but also kind of the behind the scenes and having his help setting up, but getting to drag him along and go, no, come on, buddy, let's go look at the things and let's go do the things and let's go, get completely wrapped up in the experience of Aquashella.
I did eat something today. I had a block of fudge.
Well, there you go. I had a chocolate milk.
Yeah, I mean, I am definitely super excited. I mean, and the show has not even begun yet. And so, like, I can just imagine, how much fun it's going to be, depending on how much fun we've already been having. So, yeah, I mean, I am, I'm pretty hot right now, and I'm just trying to keep a halfway decent composure, without trying to act like a little schoolgirl, at a Tay-Tay concert. You know what I mean?
I think we've all been there at some point.
What? Tay-Tay?
A Taylor Swift concert.
Yeah.
Oh. No, I think we've all kind of had that starstruck moment, especially coming to our first one of these and going, "Where's the big shots, if you will?" I never thought I'd get to meet that person. But yeah, like you said, and a lot of people are just now getting into town. A lot of people haven't even gotten here. So we've still got all of tomorrow of hanging out with people we haven't gotten to see yet. And that's before the show even starts once again. And then the show for 2 days is going to be amazing as well.
Absolutely.
Let's go back up here. There is Eduardo says the Aquashella channel has live stream schedules on their site. Yes, Rob at Flip Aquatics worked really hard to make sure all that stuff got set up. Shout out to him. You guys are there as well, and it is set up for 2 reminders and everything. Appreciate that very much, Eduardo. Really do, because again, that shows them that we do care. We're not just like, oh, cool, we get to go to the show, but that we also want to help give back. And it tells them that you want to see us on there. So appreciate you, my friend, very, very much. All right. So we're not having a mouse. I'm so used to it. Now I'm clicking on things. Don't push buttons. All right. Oh, there we go. Eduardo also said, James, by you guys stream live from the event, you have encouraged many of us to go to the event. Free advertisement. George and Sean know it. Absolutely. And that's again, not just, it's great that we're encouraging people to go do it. And I don't know how much we really account for those things, because we've also had fish clubs and other events, missions, stuff like that. Like, hey, because you guys talked about it, we had this great turnout, and we're so happy to be able to help in that way. But I really think the biggest thing for us is being able to give that value to you all, that don't get to go, to try and make it as in-depth as possible so that you don't feel like you missed out quite as much, because you get to see all the things, even if you didn't get to be there and physically touch them. And we're going to keep trying new things to make it even more fun. Like Ed mentioned, we've got something we're going to do on our Aquashella show that I haven't seen anybody do so far on the Aquashella live streams. Now, somebody might beat us to it because there are streams before us, which is why I'm not going to mention what we're doing. But I think you all will really enjoy that. And I think those that are going to be a part of that will really enjoy that as well. Eduardo, I appreciate that. The feedback is awesome, and I really do appreciate that. And I always love hearing that we're making a difference for the positive and bending the needle toward the good, as my good friend Rack from Bird Garden would say. Am I caught up? I think I'm caught up. Got about 5 minutes left till we hit that 1 hour mark. 88 people still hanging out in here. I appreciate that.
Awesome.
HSBS's Tank Tribe says, I'd be afraid of being a fangirl or completely blanking out. It happens. It really does. The more you hang out with people and the more of these you go to, the more you get familiar with people and the more comfortable you get, just like any other, what's the word I'm looking for? Social situation. So maybe the first time you meet a KG Tropicals or whomever, you're like, that's John or that's Lisa, or like Brett Raymer from Tank. I was kind of like, dude's on TV. That's pretty cool. And then you get to hang out and actually talk to him and just have a conversation, sitting in a hotel lobby. And it's like, we're all just people. So I would really encourage anybody that's coming, if you see one of your creators that you enjoy watching and you want to meet them, don't be afraid to go up. We are all here to talk to fish people, whether it's other creators, whether it's viewers, whether it's fish people that don't even necessarily know YouTube exists. If you want to talk fish to us, we'll all talk fish. That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
But please don't hesitate, because the thing that makes me feel the worst is when there was a missed opportunity. When someone says, hey, I was at the show, but I didn't want to bother you, so I didn't say anything. You're never going to bother myself. And I'm willing to speak for most creators, if not all of them, in saying, we want you to come say hi to us. Don't hesitate.
That's why we're here.
Yeah. I mean,
We got stuff to give away free.
Yeah.
Just to hope somebody wants to say hi to us.
Exactly. we bring stuff to give you just so you'll come say hi to us. So
Yes.
Don't hesitate to do it. So now SLC, Susan for SLC, Hey Fish Fan Mom. I'm not using OBS currently. I am just running it through StreamYard from my NVIDIA encoding setup. Also, members, I know you all had discussed, we had discussed doing more of the streams and doing some tech stuff. We are still going to be doing that for you all, so you can ask questions about FishTubey stuff along with fish. I think we are pretty much caught up. I don't see any other highlighted comments. We've got 97 people here watching. Again, a huge thank you. We still got a couple of minutes left. If you want to get a question or comment in there, feel free to throw it in the chat. We'll be happy to take those. A huge thank you to, of course, John from KG Tropicals, who walked all the way over here just to hang out with us for a minute and jump on the live stream. Looking forward to seeing him more later. There's somebody's ringtone that is got copyright music, so hopefully that's not picking up on you all's thing, because the hotel check-in is 20 feet that way. But a huge thank you to the Best Western for allowing us to use their area here to do the stream from.
And we use Best Western everywhere.
We do.
We did last night too on the way here. Best Western treats us good.
They do. They've got a point system, a reward system. We finally got to save some really decent money on the hotel this trip from all our points we've racked up. Paul Stero says, just an FYI and not to rush anything, but the tickets for the Louisville Triple Crown are now available. I'm glad to hear that. I'm going to wait until we get through this but that's something we're definitely going to be at. And I'm really looking forward to that event.
That's where I was last week.
Yeah.
Well, the ALA.
Yeah, the ALA. Absolutely. So you were in Louisville, but yeah, that's going to be a blast. And then there is another event that I'm getting closer to being able to release some details to you all about that I'm looking forward to in Knoxville. So that'll be fun too for, the South. Multi-tank addiction. My brother from another mother, Chris, $5 super chat says, James, we will need to talk tech when I get there. I'm bringing a new 360 camera. very nice. I will say Sean Peck is the expert on the 360, but he's really fond of talking about his tech. So I've picked up some knowledge from him on how those work. Delilah's Critter says, there we go. It was so nice to see you tonight. I know how tired you all must be. Absolutely, Delilah. Absolutely. Hey, we're here for the event, of course. We're here to do the thing as fish keepers, but we're also here to be a part of it with you all. So you're going to see a lot more. I've not scheduled anything, as I don't think you have either, with channels and live streams and stuff. Nothing's currently scheduled, but you will be seeing a lot more live streams coming from us, as well as a lot of other awesome creators that are going to be here. I can't speak to how many
this weekend. Yes.
Yeah.
Other than the morning show with Rico,
I would say you're definitely going to see several tomorrow. I at least will do one myself tomorrow for an actual pre-show. Again, this is the pre-show. We're just kind of talking about it and giving you all some hints. Tomorrow we'll actually show you some of the really cool stuff going on. We were going to broadcast from the event location, but I didn't want to carry all the lighting and mic setup and cameras and laptop all the way over there and then drag it all the way back. So we did it here, but we will do a lot more for you guys. Sarah J. Sieber, good to see you, Sarah. I hope you're doing well. I hope the dog is doing well. Says, can't wait till April 2022. Fish Room Fever, already saving for the trip. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait either. Make sure I did not miss anything. Again, Chris, thank you for that $5 super chat, brother. Can't wait to meet you. It feels like, Chris is one of those people, it feels like I've met him before because I've just talked to him for so long, but have not. Scuba Steve was wanting to know, where can I get tickets to the Triple Crown? Is there a link? Any of the mods, if you would like to post that, you are welcome to do that.
I think what you would do is you would go to the ACA or the ALA or one of the club pages and you buy it for that individual. Like I'm a member of the ALA. So I would go to their conference and buy the tickets for it, and it'll be good for everything. I think. I don't know if you have to sign up for the different lectures. Probably not. I think the ALA was $40 and they had like every hour they had another speaker, and it was amazing, man. I loved it. I learned so much stuff. I can't wait. But I think that they said at the ALA it's going to be at 3 hotels all next to each other because it's so big. So they're probably going to have lectures in each one, and you might be able to just write down who you want just by what's on, your badge will say that you're there. And you can just go to whichever one. But you got to, I think, sign up with the ACA or the ALA, I'm guessing, or the Achilles or the Rainbow Club. I don't know what those two call letters are.
Absolutely. And as we get more information on that, we will, of course, make sure to mention that on my channel, Ed's channel.
Oh, yeah.
And keep you all up to date on all the upcoming events going into the next year. I will round it out with Master Aquatics. Just call me Eduardo. Says, as always, thank you, James, Ed, and Robert, for this stream and all the future streams you bring to us all. Absolutely, because they are here for you all. A huge thank you, my buddy Robert, Tennessee Aqua. Go check him out if you have not. Subscribe to that guy. Chattanooga Ed, you ought to know this guy by now, but if somehow you don't, go check him out. Give him a subscribe. I'm not even going to ask you to subscribe. If you found your way here and you're not subscribed, just give it a thumbs up. And the rest is up to you if you'd like to. A huge thank you for all of the support, not just the people who have super chatted tonight and the members, but all the support that's led up to this point. It's because of you all and the support that we get from you that allows myself to come do things like this. So huge thank you, everybody, for showing the love, coming in, the lurkers, the listeners, the moderators, members, super chatters, and contributors. Of course, the replay crew. I didn't forget you guys. I'm never going to forget you guys. I love you. And Tom Patterson with the peace sign. I'm sure he'll be dropping if he's hanging out lurking. Until next time, keep your fish healthy. Keep yourselves healthy. Don't be afraid to catch yourself a little Tennessee Aqua, Chattanooga Ed, Aquashella, Fish Room Fever. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.
See you at Rico.
Rico Stan. Coming up now. Link in chat. That's where I was going before that. Go check him out. Part of the Fish Room Fever family. He's a really cool dude.